Broadcasting live from the swarm ravaged bayous of Louisiana, 'tis I, your friend, Maximilian. I don't even know where to begin with this week. Um, my old trusty computer right there. That's not the same computer. No, it's not. That is a Frankenstein unit, and the three computers that went to build that unit are all sitting over there. And I just found out that I had, for the first time ever, had to clone a hard drive, and it is still not working the way it should be working. Because if you take a 1 terabyte hard drive and clone it onto a 4 terabyte hard drive, you still only have a 1 terabyte hard drive. And then you've got 3 terabytes of, dark matter swarming into the universe. Rowdy. So I'm operating on a little bit of caffeination, and I don't know. It's been a week. I don't know about what it is. I thought my warranty ran out before the age of 50, but um apparently it had something to show me, because everybody in the house just got a little 24-hour bug, and I think I lost about 5 pounds. I won't get too much into that. But that, and had a good I missed Figure Fight Club open mic on Tuesday because I was busy trying to fix this piece of POS. And so hopefully we got it going. And then I'm designing a web page. I'm drawing a comic book. I've got a commission piece. I got to make sure that I got the newest toy information to talk about amongst my peers. And then you just have every day of living in America that just wants to bend you over the tree of life and slap thou another blow. So yeah. Yeah. Max doesn't want to be a busy guy. Max is a broken, bitter old man who just wants to sit in his chair and watch silly YouTube videos of his gal friend talk about uh, Maximum Spider-Man and Art G videos and Amazing D. And you know what? Last night was a good 3 POA episode. I had a lot of fun modding it. I only had to delete 3 comments, which is unusual. But anytime Articulated Ninja and hey yo Frankie gets on there, that definitely episode worth checking out. So those 2 cats are just, you know what, I want to say a little something about, if you're watching my channel and you like toys, and you don't know about Articulated Ninja, I want to take a minute and just tell you how amazing this guy is, and just how, no matter how just tired I can get of some of the crosstalk and armchair quarterbacks and everybody's opinion, and I can go and spend 30 minutes or even 15. He's got a bunch of different time sets, and watch a few minutes of Articulated Ninja, and I can get back on track. That guy just has a way of putting me on a mental stability that many for years have tried to do and failed absolutely miserably. Yeah, I feel for you. I hate. I'm kind of in the same boat with you, Riles. Let me say hi to Dins, the Red Hood of Columbia, out there doing the work of heroes. I feel a little bit here lately like exactly how you're feeling, with that starting a new job, except I'm coming out of 30 years of doing a career every day. And now I got to start over. And it's absolutely starting over. I can have all the art experience in the world and the knowledge and the tools and everything I need to do the work, but everybody knows me as Max. You go to Max for a tattoo. It going and trying to I'm trying to figure out what I am, and I feel like I'm too fucking old to do that shit. Um, Max the artist is something I've been since it as per my understanding, and it's been a long time since I updated this information. When you'd done $200 in value on a tax form, uh, you were a professional artist. Um, Now I'm sure that's changed. I think there's different values and stuff like that, but then you can be a professional artist, I'm sure, and not make a goddamn dime. But yeah, yeah, but it's just I don't know. Maybe I'm just the last couple weeks and turning 50 has not set well with me. That I just I don't know. Maybe I'm a bit down in the dumps. I don't know. A little moping Molly or whatever the kids are calling it nowadays. Um, it Doing art definitely helps, but Kaiju, welcome always. And I've got a couple different options. I could stick to doing this, and this YouTube thing becomes like what a lot of people do it as a hobby. I could go full into it and actually put in some effort, try to make this a career. I think that's how people get screwed trying to make YouTube a career. How many of those gaming centers and are still open? And the anyway, but I could do antiques. It's just mm, I'm just kind of on that road. I don't know where I want to be. I know what I want to do. Same thing I've always wanted to do. I want to do art. That's but is that something outside of tattooing that I'm capable of making a living at? I was at one point I did $10,000 a month in tattooing. Them and listen, before you start thinking, hot diggity dog, I'm gonna become a tattooer. I got me machine off the Amazon and I'm going to get things done. 10 grand a month. Hell yeah. Yeah, them days are over. You ain't doing it. You ain't gonna do it. And it also took me you know 15 years of tattooing to make that happen. So don't get your hopes up. uh I think there's a lot of tattooers out there right now who are trying to make I know a couple tattooers, one in particular. He's a good friend of mine, possibly kinfolk. uh John McKenzie. You should definitely check him out on Instagram. He is an amazing person, and he's even more of an amazing artist. Uh, that and God, I he just stopped. Probably one of the most amazing tattooers I know, and he was just like, "Nope, done." And now all he does is his art. And he's doing murals and stuff like that. So it. Yeah, yeah, maybe. I don't know. That's just it. I just don't know. I am at a path of uncertainty, and I don't know whether I will choose the path less trodden, or uh, go the easy route, or what I'm going to do. But yeah, maybe I'll just sit here and keep bitching about it. Yeah, I don't know. Y'all seem to like it. Let's wallow in Max's trauma and see how, well, at least if nothing else, I can make y'all feel feel better about y'all's place in life. I appreciate you, Roddy. I got your back too. That I don't know. That man, I really got a cool toy, and I already went and put it up on the shelf, and I don't want to walk across the house and get it. So um I'll just tell you about it. I finally got it. It's not a new toy. It's Elkhorn from the NECA Dungeons and Dragons series. I've got that, kind of completes my set, except for the two um, carded ones, which I'm on the look for. But and it's something that I'm going to be bringing up next time I do a go to bed or something like that. But I'm really just there's a little marketing practice with toys that you don't complete a series. So if you've got 5 characters in a group, you're going to make 4 of them and then move on. And that's kind of where I am right now with these NECA Dungeons and Dragons character. There's a few more characters that they could do, but the one that I really want is the wizard. And it just make it, which probably isn't going to happen now because it and we talked about this towards the end of the episode last night on Go to Bed, and Kaiju Kitty and um Abby and Talib, minus the Rowdy, because she got to do civilian work. But it these tariffs, and it is I'll pull up Dun, dun, dun. Oh, that's what I get from the Toy Association. And small to mid-sized toy manufacturers, you're looking at, and basically these are under 10,000 and under 100 or under 10 million and under 100 million for small and medium. And this is from the Toy Association. Out of 400 of their members, 81 to 87% are delaying orders. 64% of small manufacturers are canceling orders. 80% are canceling orders. And about 46% of both size businesses are going out of business within weeks or months. And well, what does this mean, Max? Does this mean there's no toys on the shelf next week? No, it's not what that means. That means come holiday season, fourth quarter, the fall, that means the toys are gone. And that possibly, if it goes on another 2 weeks to, a couple weeks, 3 to 4 weeks, there's not going to be a coming back from that, which means that we are going to lose, toy lines, either possibly until, who knows, to completely gone forever, to the businesses that make them just completely, yeah, well, nobody wants to talk politics, and I don't want to talk politics, right or wrong, one way or the other. There's only one group of people that are going to change this. I'm not going to change it. You're not going to change it. Call your elected officials and bitch. That's probably not going to do you any good either. But it's you're talking about, real jobs are going to go away. And if this is, and listen, here's something, we like to just talk about toys. If these are just the numbers for toys, small to medium-sized business manufacturers, what does that mean? What does that tell you is the possibility for businesses that aren't toys? I said it last night and I'll say it again, and I will not betray his name because he would come to my front door and whoop my ass. But I'm not a armchair accountant or anything like that. When I don't have knowledge on something, I find people that I know have knowledge, and I trust in them. And I'm not trying to say any kind of jump in the gun thing, but I believe that from what I know and what I'm expecting within the next 2 to 3 weeks is buy you some big rolls of toilet paper now. Because, and again, it's not going to be a overnight thing. It's just going to be, and hell, it might be. Shit, I don't know. I'm done talking about this. Shit's going to be bad, and shelves are going to be fucking empty. So and some of the toys that you love are going away. How many toys that you like are produced by companies that are small, like under 10 million a year? That's Faliverse, and I am absolutely not going to speak for Bobby. Apparently he is going to do through POA, just him and Laser Pants, this Saturday, and I would not be looking. I'm not looking forward to that episode. I think it is going to be. I hope not. I hope it's not sad news, but I'm kind of expecting something. It's unrealistic to think that you know. I've ran a business, and I know some of the tough decisions you have to make as a business owner, and it's. I've got friends in trucking, and a lot of them are going to be out of work. So even if you got toys, you got no way to ship them. But it's the ancient Chinese curse, and may you live in interesting times, and it is definitely going to be interesting. So, and one thing I know about tariff wars is they usually lead to real wars. So, all right, that's as negative as I want to get tonight. But the secondary market, though, is gonna be slamming. So if there is some stuff out there that's old, you got some classic toy lines you want to get, man, hold on to that shit. Hold on to it for a couple more months. Just wait, because I'm gonna tell you, Pokemon cards are about to go through the roof. Old GI Joes, especially the 4-inch scale stuff, that stuff is about to go through the roof. You got that, man. I hate to say it, but if you got some Todd McFarlane, you might want, if you're thinking about selling off some of your toy collection right now, I would hold on to it for a little bit longer, because no matter what happens, if all the tariffs end tomorrow, there are already canceled orders out there. There is already delays in production. And there's going to be people with money with nothing to buy, and they are going to want that secondary market stuff. And it is going to go. Them scalpers are about to have the day of their lives. Fucking twats they are. But yeah, so if you got collections, you're yeah, don't. I mean, it's just got to survive. That's it. You know, it I don't know. It I don't want to say shit feels different. I've lived 50 years on this planet, and I have seen some truly ignorant shit. But we'll see where it goes. And before some of you political people watching start thinking, me talking about my boy, yeah, screw him and screw the other guy too. All of them can go to hell. All right, let's do some artwork, shall we? Y'all tired of hearing me bitch about this shit? I don't know. I've worked really hard for what I've got over the years, and I'm at an age where I should be able to enjoy some things. And I enjoy coming on here with y'all. I enjoy, you know, little plastic desert rats. Um, it I want to play with my little Cobra commanders. And it's always, talking about this shit. I think that's what's really bothering a lot of people more than anything else is there's so many layers to this situation that it's really hard to talk about one thing without pissing off, this group. And you can't talk about the other thing without pissing off that group and this group and everything like that. When all of us really want the same, well, I mean, there's some of us who want something else, but I don't think they're in this group or this chat. But it's we all want the same thing. We want to be able to, what we've been accustomed to for all of our lives is you want something, you go to the store and get it. Or you sweet talk a bunch of people in a toy group to send it to you. You've been watching that tracking number, Dens? I I haven't looked at it. Like I looked at it once, and it looked like it was pretty slow. For those who don't know, again, this is Dens right here, and he is our Colombian associate, and we have sent him a large sampling of Valiverse Action Force figures and one of my own personal Vanguards, which, given the fact that I may never see one again, I'm kind of thinking maybe I should have kept that some. I'm glad it's going to you. Uh it's but I hope you're checking that chat tracking number, and I'll check on it as soon as I get off here. We'll see where you know what? Screw that. We ain't doing shit. Let's see where that where is Den's package? Let's see. In his pants like a good boy. That's where it should be. All right. Oh, nope. That's not the right one, is it? Oh, there it is. All right, we're looking where Den's is. Oh, it finally left my state. Dear gods, I hope it went better than that. What the shit? April 18th, it left Shreveport. Now, I mailed this thing. Is that right? Did I mail this on the 17th? Where is. I did. Okay. All right. Let's not make it too bad a time. That so it is in transit to the next facility. How the hell does it take 2 days to go anyway? But yeah, all right. That's not too bad. I'll take those numbers. It's the best we're going to get. Our postal systems, oh, if I lose power and disappear, then I apologize to everybody and we'll see you next week. But 20 more days. Well, yeah. That I mean, I was kind of expecting it to take a couple weeks, but I mean, I've shipped stuff to trying to think of the longest. I shipped something to Sri Lanka once and it took 4 months. I shipped something to Thailand once and it took about 4 months. So, yeah. Listen, our post office within the boundaries of the lower 48 states, sometimes it's usually pretty good. But the minute it leaves the country, you never know. All right. As we were last week, we were working on a little hot rod, Kenworth, for my friend Haystack. And we are going to keep on with it. So if you need to know where we are in this whole process, just watch last week's video and there'll be some information on it. Maybe I should have watched it so I could remember where the hell we are. That's what layers are for, Max. Okay. I think what I want to do is I want to kind of just do a little sketching and make a little change to a few spots. I had a thought about this and I was like, I put these big old wheels back here. And them wheels, I think we were going to make these front wheels a little bit smaller. So let's do that. All right, so we're going to go on that. We're going to click freehand, and I want to just kind of move around these spots right there. Then I'm going to click there. No. Why is it doing that? Oh, well, let me tell you why that just did that. Because I was on an empty layer. So nothing could happen when you're on an empty layer. But listen, I don't know that I'm going to like this change. So before I do this, I'm going to go here and I'm going to duplicate that. Now I'm going to hide that layer. And then so I'm working on a non-empty layer now. Yay. Go here. That's too much. I'm going to all right. Just kind of move that around a little bit. All right. Cool. I got that where I want it. Now I need to get rid of some of these old lines. Move your size down. You can take this, you have trouble, you could take this all the way down to a pixel and get rid of that old stuff. That is one of the great things about this Procreate. You can also go in and fix some of your screw ups. Yep. Remember, we're in inking and we're on Studio Pen. There we go. All right. All right. I think I'm just about ready. Oh, there's one more thing I wanted to do. I didn't like how straight these pipes were. So I want to go in, take that up a little bit. I'm going to take that whole pipe out. And I'm going to come back in. I want to bring that pipe all the way up. Now, see, I don't like any of that pipe. Nope. I need that. Just the tip. Just the tip. Yeah, that's a little better. You know, because Wu-Tang's for the kids. All right, we're going to bring that over. Move the whole thing, damn it. I'm really to the point right now where I don't care how sloppy my work is because I'm about to go back and do a whole nother layer and redraw this entire thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, if I really cared about my friend, I would draw him on the back in some little rat fink look doing the shifter knob. But you know, he's only a little bit friend. All right. So I've got my layer here. I got it exactly how I want it. Now I'm going to take the temperature down just a little bit. And we're going to go right here. Oh, that might be a little too big. Screw it. Let's see where it goes. Now, I move around a lot on this. So if y'all need me to slow it down a little bit, you know something? It's just yeah, that's a little better. Now, there's a way, if you can't ever remember what size your line is, you click on this and it shows you the size, and you hit that little plus or minus sign right there. You see that little blue dash? Now, if I change my size, go for something thicker, I've still got a little marker over here, and I could take that right back down, and it'll light back up blue when I get to the correct size. So we're working at 5% here. You know what? Maybe I do like that a little. Now, I've kind of got a good idea where I want my lines to be and how I've thought about it. But if you're new to Procreate and you're just kind of starting and you feel more comfortable just going directly over the lines as you've got them, then just do that. I'm going to be going a little crazy tonight. Oh, that's the thing I always forget. Go back, mark your piece as a reference. It does help with your lines. Oh, especially when you remember to go back on the layer you're supposed to be on. Now, I'm not going to be doing much other than let's check the chat here. Ooh, pizza bites. That sounds good. All right, I'm going to turn off the talking head part and just give you guys full screen on this. And I could still see chat. So if anybody has any questions, please feel free. Or any topics of discussion. Even though multitasking is not a real thing, I can bullshit quite well while I draw. Man, now you got me thinking about pizza bites. Now, I don't want to redraw this same fucking piece of grill a dozen times. So I'm going to open up a new layer. And then I'm going to take that and I'm going to duplicate. I'm going to move that over. And then duplicate. Remember, kids, if you're not cheating, you're not really trying. And duplicate. Hmm. Yeah, that looks okay. And thank God, last one. Can you dig it? Then we're going to merge that down. Yeah, that seems right. Ugh. Yeah, that was a mess. There we go. Yeah, it's looking good. Nope, not just two. Hey, how's it going, Abby? Oh, that's okay. We were just working on the final design, getting everything nice and ready. I want to get a little silly with it. So I'm going to take that. And blow up these. Sometimes when you're working with some real thick lines and you really want it thinner, it's better to just go ahead and get your line done and then come back with the eraser and bring your line out a lot more with it. Sometimes. Sometimes you just got to do it all over again. What is up, Abby? And are we really up? Help us help us define the XY axis that is the reality that we are in. There we go. I think I'm going to bring that out a little bit too because I like the way that looked. And it's a cartoon. So you can do anything you want. You can do anything you want at Alice's restaurant, excluding Alice. Y'all don't have to tell me. I already know I have the voice of an angel. If it'll help you, Rowdy, you want me to, in very slow, calming voice, tell you how to clone your C drive. So ooh, IshCon planning. I like the way that sounds. Ugh, that was a horrible line. If only I had a mod who could post up a link to IshCon. But the best I could tell you is you spell it IshCon. So Google it. All right, let's get that haystack. That haystack, smokestack. There we go. A little wider at the bottom. Let's bring that out. Big curve there. If you're like thinking to yourself, man, Max is usually a lot more entertaining. Yeah, you're right. I want to go back to my chair. I miss the days where when shit went wrong with my computer, I just go buy another one. Nah, I'm lying. I've never experienced those days. I've one of these days, that's gonna be me. I'm gonna be like, it's busted. I don't want to fix it. Just go buy another one. And I want to take this and I want it to match over here. So what I'm going to do is I go over to this, go to add. Oh, no. Da-da-da. Ah, copy and paste. It didn't do it. Paste. There we go. So now I'm going to take that over here. We'll make it a little smaller because it's on the other side of the truck. Bring it on down now. Let's do a little fixing. Ooh, a little too much fixing. Yeah. Let's get this little bad boy out of the way. Go a little crazy on that shifter rod. Yeah. Little haystacks here. Throw a few little random bits here and there. Oh. Have a good night, Rowdy. Oh. I told y'all I hate doing wheels. Hate them. Even as simple as Procreate makes them, I still hate doing wheels. Well, hello, kitty cat. My little drawing buddy. She can't draw for shit, but I don't like telling her that. All right. Take these down just a hair. All right, back to our regular size. It's a little crazy right in here. It's getting a little monotonous. Ugh. Oh, that's terrible. All right, let's get these hay bales done. We may not get to color this week, but I would very much like to get to shading. Before it's all said and done. Now, something that I haven't done right in here. Typically, the closer something is to you, the thicker the line needs to be to kind of keep it into perspective. But I don't usually do that until I've got all my line work done. Just kind of a little see what works, what I like, what I don't like. Oh, I totally forgot about this. So starting next week, I will be simulcasting on this station and the Nakatosh Studios page. There's about 18,000 people on that page who are wondering why, hey, why no content? So, and I don't really want to do it so much on my personal Facebook, although I really just don't have a personal Facebook. It's all just whatever. It's all for business. That's um, but that I wanted to get this project done before I started that. So I wasn't just coming up right out of nowhere and be like, oh yeah, here's a thing that you gotta go here to see when you I don't know. Facebook's kind of dead. And I don't have the Twitter because fuck that. I think at one time the Nakatosh Studios page had somewhere around uh 25,000 people on it. So hopefully I can kind of get those people back involved. I get tired of keep getting messages on there going, "Hey, is anything happening here? Should I just go home?" Yeah, probably. So if y'all come in and here in the next couple weeks and you're like, "Oh, that's nice. Where are all these damn people come from?" Then you'll know. And I'm sorry. I've kept myself, uh, held myself back for y'all for Nakatosh, Nakatosh. Nakatosh Studios is my art studio. At one time, it was Nakatosh Tattoo Company, and that was my tattoo studio. But I've just kind of consolidated it down to it's just my art studio now, and that's where I'm keeping it. I don't plan on changing it again. So if you want to look up Nakatosh, hold on. Oh, what the hell? I got a brand new little keyboard right here. There we go. Keep reaching up, and these little magic keyboards are just look how thin that is. It's just fantastic. I'll let me see if I could post a link. Da-da-da. There you go, kids. So you'll be able to, if it's easier to not be on Facebook, and you want to watch the show that way, you are more than welcome there. Facebook has just kind of gotten funny with their videos, especially live shit. Deleting stuff, and I don't know what's going on with it, but so I'm not going to stop broadcasting on YouTube. That you can rest assured. I'm just going to be, like I said, dual casting or simulcasting. I don't know. Me words no worky. Well, if y'all just hear me get quiet real quick, it's because I think I've screwed up and I'm trying to fix it. Okay. I'm just going to do this text real quick because I don't want to get too much into it. It is a pain in the tuchus. And I spelled hey wrong. There we go. Much better. All right. I want to distort it. I promise I will do an episode at some point that oh come on, you shit, that just goes into lettering, but honestly it's just your best bet is just to find a video on. All right, need to get this out of here. And then I can bring that down. All right, I need to get that background line. And the reason I waited till last, because I want to take this up. Nope. I want to get that really thick. Yeah, some nice thickens. So I'm just going to go right over all of this let Procreate fix it for me. I can always edit it. I kind of want to bring it out just a little bit more anyway. Come on, do what I want. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I got this all over this. Yeah, it is definitely an art unto itself, and one that I could damn sure be a lot better at. Um, all right, now I'm just going to go in here. Let's take that down a little bit. I'm just going to take out, make sure that none of that background line crosses over into where we don't want it. I guess that was pretty pointless having it right there anyway. Okay. I love erasing. I don't know what it is, just something. You just start with a whole page of one color and just it's kind of a neat little experiment, but you just go through and instead of drawing with a line, you're drawing with your eraser. And there's a lot of little tricks you could do with how opaque you make it and size and stuff like that. It's just I don't know. It's probably not any different than drawing with a line, but for some reason it just can really has the tendency to make me happy. So I'm sorry I'm only partially here tonight, guys. I should have listened to Abby last night when he said, I'm tired. I want to do this all night. Okay. All right. Now, before you merge, make sure that you bring the levels back up. Okay. Merge down. And now our reference is no longer needed. And we have our final design. Except I think I want that hay to be a little bit bigger. So let me go back to there. I'm going to go to freeform. There we go. All right. Now we got to do a little editing. Well, that's all right. Because we know how to do that now. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I got to redo that background line anyway, so I can just go ahead and take some good little chunks off there. And I may do something else entirely with that background line. Let's just see where it takes us. You know, happy little Kirby power dots. That's what I always say. Gotta fix our A. All right, here's what I want to do. I'm gonna go up to this layer. Go back. I got that. Still got that big old fatty line. Yeah, we do. All right, I want to go here. I want to go all over the place. Yeah. Because I just don't give a fuck. Now we got to do a little work over here. Let's. Oh, too much work. Too much work. Take it back. There we go. All right. Now, so I got my big fat lines on here. I'm going to take that down just a hair, maybe about halfway point. Like that. So I'm going to merge that layer down. Start a new layer. Now, that is no longer my reference. That is my reference. So I'm going to go here. And I want to take right here that little haystack, hay bale, excuse me. And I want to put a big old fat line around it. I want it in your face. Fat lines equal fat stacks. That's what one of my tattoo buddies used to say. Fat stacks of what? He never said. Probably bills. Desperation. Maybe. Take that down just a little bit more. There we go. Now we're cooking. All right. I don't want to do all of these. These little small ones back here, I definitely don't want completely, but I'm going to take that just to that background line. I think that'll really hold up well. Yeah. I'm going to do the same over here. Can't all be lucky enough to be big old fat lines. Yeah. You want to do the same thing. This handle. I'm only doing the outer line. Only doing the contour. Bringing this one down just a little bit. Now, where else can we do some fat lines? Let's do one side of this smokestack here. And we're going to blend it in. We don't want it all that way. So we're just going to kind of blend it in just a little bit right there. Smooth that out. Yeah. Now, something I want to do. I've got a brush for it. Let's see. Let's look under elements. We've got clouds. So I want to move this layer is going to go under my reference. We're going to do some clouds. Let's see how. Yeah. All right. Now I don't want to keep it like that. So we're going to go over here. We're going to take those down. And new layer. Take. And just do some. It just kind of gives me an idea where I want to put them. Mm-hmm. Definitely doing some tattoo clouds here. Sorry, kids. Old habits die hard. Don't like that. Don't like that. Don't like that little penis tip. So we will come in here. If in doubt, curl it about. Now we're going to keep these clouds over here a little simpler. Mainly because I don't want to overdo it. But background should stay background. And when background starts being the main point of the piece, then it is it really background anymore? No. The answer is no. Just say no. It's not background anymore, Max. You're right. All right. So now we can do away with that cloud layer. All right, let's get back to our thicky lines. There's our where my thickies at? Do the closer a line is to you, the thicker it should be. So just start out slow, start out soft when you're using your pen. The Pro pens even work better than this. And I am working on a couple-year-old iPad. I'm due for an upgrade, but I've got a computer that wants to keep taking a shit. So get some solid in here just so we got Now, a lot of people are really tempted to start doing the shading right in here. They want to kind of just hold off on that, and that needs to be its own thing. Doing some thicker lines and stuff like that's fine, but I'm going to bring that line out just a little bit, just get a little separation from this other hay bale. I've really probably here in the next year, I am going to have to update this iPad. It's been a good friend. It's 5 years. I bought it right before the Apple Silicone came out, but those Apple Silicone, I did it specifically because of Apple Silicone. I was like, nah, I want that IBM chip in there. I think it. I just want to make sure that Apple Silicone's going to do what they say it's going to do. Just want to know, and it does. Jeez Louise, it does. That I couldn't even have imagined how fantastic those my kid's going the other route. She's going into ZBrush and Blender. She can already do, she blows me away. Hey, Yo Joe Daddy. Good to see you, partner. Yeah. Yeah. Could y'all do that for me? Hit that like button, throw a sub, uh, fool's way. It sure would be nice. It don't take no time. No, we had 10 people in this group at one time, and I'm betting if I look, there ain't more than 2 likes on this. Oh. Okay. Is there anything else I'm missing? I think I need a few spots. Right in there. Let's thicken that up a little bit just so it looks like it fits. Let's All right. Let's do a little bit of shading tonight before we call it an evening. All right. Now, I don't need this cloud layer anymore. I don't need both these references, so I'm going to delete one. This is, remember, that's our original sketch. So we've gone from that to this. So see how we created, basically our thing, and then that's what we're working with. So this is our reference. Always remember to mark your reference. We're going to come up here and we're going to go to airbrushing. And I like to use soft brush. I like it at about, probably about, let's go with 33%. Yeah. See how it gets darker every time? And then when you cross over, but that's a good, yeah, I think that's a good starting place. Maybe I'll take that down just a little bit more. Let's take it to 20%. Nope. Yeah, that's even better. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to go over here to this, to our little S, and we're going to hit automatic. And what we want to hit is we're going to go into that background. Now, if you don't have a line completed, like right there, there's an open line, that thing is going to go everywhere, just like that. So that's screwed up. So we're going to avoid that one when we do it. All right. We're going to here and then just, we're going to give that just a little once over. Now, see, I just said we were going to avoid that one. And the fuck did we do? Went right over it. See? What are y'all doing? Come on, chat. That's all right. We caught it in time. Let's go ahead and just fix that now while we can. So go back to inking. We got everything's marked. I think we had that below 5%. So what we want to do, see how these lines are open? Just connect those. And do a little bit over here too. And there. I think that's, I want to hit that spot. So we're going to go back to our airbrush, go back to our little S. And we still didn't get that. Where are we? Sometimes even one little pixel, and you will hunt for that damn pixel, trying to find. And then I was drawing on the wrong damn layer. Okay. All right. For really reals this time. Airbrushing, go back to there. Turn our reference back on, start a new layer, all these things that you've got to remember for this program. See? One little fucking pixel. %60 of the time, it works every time. Airbrush. All right. Huzzah! Okay. I don't like that line right there. Yeah, that's not going to be obvious at all. All right. Well, we're going to darken all that up here in just a second anyway, so don't worry about it. Pretend that spot's not there. All right. Oh, you fucking thing. Of course you are. All right. And you know what Max didn't do? Max didn't open another layer. So now if he screws up, he's royally fucked. See, kids, I only act like I know what I'm doing. All right. Normally, when I like to do color or shading in color, I like to shade on top and then do color underneath. So I'm going to open another layer, as I should have done a minute ago. I'm going to highlight these, and I want a little bit of texture on this. So let's see. And we've got newsprint. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what Honey Eater looks like. Oh, yeah, I like that. That just says, hey. Yeah. Oh, I may have just found my new favoriteest thing. All right, let's take that way down. Nope, too dark. Way down. Okay, maybe that was too much. Avi, have a good night, bud. All right, something I want to do. Go back to inking. I want to kind of. Oh, I'm still. Just on the upper part of these letters. Well, I think we are getting close to what we are going to be able to do without getting into color. Make a few of these lines disappear. There are a couple different ways that you can keep these little lines happening. I typically don't mess with them because sometimes they work in your favor and sometimes they don't. And I like having that option. Um, and it's not that difficult for me to get rid of them. It's a little bit of a pain sometimes, especially when you forget to do it, and there they are. But we are doing working man's Procreate, and working man don't know, don't have time to make them lines disappear when he should have. Mhm. Come on, you. Just do regular airbrushing on this one. Just want to do a little shade on those windows. All right. Dens, seeing how you're the only one watching. Oh, there we go. Hay stacking. So that's what we got for tonight. I may not wait until next week just to do the color on this. I may get bored and log on one night and just do it and post it up as a video. But or maybe we'll do color next week. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. So tie this shit up into 3 weeks. I'll tell you what, for those who watch to the very end, after the video's over, leave a comment. Let me know if you're good with this. We can call it good. If you want to see it colored, then you leave a comment and tell me you want to see it colored. But thanks, Dens. I do appreciate that, sir. Hopefully my buddy Haystack thinks so too. So oh and make sure like I said, if I do color on it next week, then I will not be starting. I may still start with the broadcasting on Nakatosh Studios and on this YouTube channel. I don't know. I'll figure that one out. I may do a little test run later this week and or this weekend, depending on how soon I get everything else done that I need to do, and we'll go from there. But in the meantime, oh yeah, and see now everybody shows back up. Here, I guess if everybody wants to see it. So, yeah, I don't have anything else. My back hurts. I want my chair, and looks like we're going to do some coloring next week. And I am going to end tonight with a quote from, let's see, got to be a good one here somewhere that I can identify. John Greenleaf Whittier. Shoot if you must, this old gray head, but spare your country's flag, she said. Okay. I think I need a new quote book. Yeah, I think I'm pretty much done. Peace soup.